Hey there, it's Latrina with Plant Food Rocks, and it is week 2 of my 21-day vegan jumpstart. And this week, I'm taking a step back to move forward. And what I mean by that is, I should have started off last week kind of introducing to people what you need to do to be prepared. And just, I guess, because I am in the vegan lifestyle and have been for a long time, I was just basing a fresh start from what I typically do. But I know that getting prepared and being ready is a big part of success. And that means making sure you have the food that you need, and especially to get your meals prepared, because one of the obstacles that I tend to run into is when I have to go into the office. I work from home 2 days a week, but when I go into the office, I get off schedule and I get behind. I kind of mess it up when I don't prepare my meals. When I prepare my meals, it's a lot better. And so I just got back from the grocery store, and it's enough to get me through the next few days. Unfortunately for me, I'm someone who goes to the grocery store several times a week. But honestly, when you're buying fresh foods and you're trying not to waste food, I tend to buy a little bit at a time, especially because I buy a lot of greens and veggies. And even as it stands, I tend to let some of my greens go to waste. So I'm trying to avoid that, but I end up in the grocery store at least 2 times a week, sometimes more than that. So I just got back from the grocery store, and I'm gonna show you a couple of things that I have and why I bought them, so that I can show you how I get prepared. And it's getting later in the evening than I like to be doing this, but I gotta get ready because I gotta go into the office tomorrow. So I'm just gonna show you real quick some things that I bought so that you can see how I'm getting prepared. And I know that the more I prepare, the more successful I will be. So here we go. So here's a peek at some of the things that I picked up at the grocery store. All of these items will be just things that I can supplement what I already have at home. And so I am a huge fan of these Carb Balance whole wheat tortilla wraps. This one is a little larger than what I prefer, but this is what was on sale. And so they're really large, and they have, what is that, like 8 grams of protein in them. And so they have high dietary fiber and just a little low fat. And so this is really good for a wrap. I take my tortilla, I'm sorry, not my tortillas, but I take my tofu, and we'll prepare it a lot of different ways. And sometimes the easiest thing to do is to make a wrap with some tofu veggies and some type of creamy sauce or hot sauce over it. I have some tofu that I am using. I prefer extra firm tofu. These were on sale at the grocery store, so I got a few of those. And tofu is the one thing that I'm allowing myself during this time, because I said it's going to be minimally processed foods. And so tofu is what I consider minimally processed. I bought some Kalamata olives. I will put those like on a salad or in a wrap, but I'm primarily buying those because I'm planning to make my own hummus. I have a lot of chickpeas. I'm gonna make some hummus instead of buying it from the store tonight. And these would be great to top my hummus. I have the PB Fit. This is peanut butter powder. It's 8 grams of protein, plant-based. And this is a much better alternative to just like a nut butter or almond butter or peanut butter, because it just has less fat. But I can also get less calories, but still get basically the same amount of protein I would get in a typical tablespoon of peanut butter or a typical serving of peanut butter. So that's why I have the PB Fit powder. I'll put that inside the blender with my smoothies. I will add a scoop into my oatmeal, and I will also sometimes just use it to make a peanut butter sandwich or like toast. I like Ezekiel toast a lot, and so sometimes I want to top it with some peanut butter. I have my monk fruit, which is the sweetener that I use. It's a natural sweetener, so I put that in my coffee or my tea. So I run through that a lot. I have my staple in everything that I cook, which are mushrooms, and I happen to love portobello mushrooms, and I will do quite a bit with that. I saute everything from the beginning with my mushrooms. I picked up some marinara because I realized I have some high protein pasta in the fridge, some edamame pasta. Has a lot of protein in it for a very small serving size, and I figured I may want to eat that. I bought this skinny girl dressing because I like to have something to marinate my tofu in. I like to try a lot of different things, and I found that some types of dressings do very well when I marinate my tofu. And this is more of like a honey Dijon, and so I'll just mix that, cut up my tofu, put it in there, let it sit with some sea salt and other seasonings and let it just marinate, and it gives it a really great flavor. I bought one of these yogurts from, this is a coconut-based yogurt. It's dairy-free. I usually buy the Greek, but I realized the Greek has more fat in it. This one has, all of these really have more sugar than probably, but you know, sometimes I will grab these as a quick snack. They have 6 grams of protein, and it has 3.5 grams of fat as opposed to 12 grams of fat like the Greek yogurt version, which has 10 grams of protein. So it's me trying to balance the protein with the fat and the sugar, and it's just a quick fix snack that I'll have. I bought some cabbage. I love cabbage. I'm just going to steam that cabbage up on the stove with some bell peppers, some onions, some olive oil, and some seasonings, and that will be a great side dish. Cabbage is very filling. And I haven't bought rice in a while because I've been buying quinoa, but I may use rice to have with my tofu. I'll typically make some quinoa, or if I have brown rice, make that to go with my tofu, add some either broccoli or spinach with that, and just have me a little tofu rice bowl. And that's pretty much what I have. And then of course I have these delicious sweet little mini peppers. They don't last long. They are like a little snack for me. I dip those in some hummus. Sometimes I just grab one out of the refrigerator to chew on it because I want something sweet in the evenings. And it's just a really crunchy, fun snack to have with practically, yeah, like 35 calories per serving size, which is probably, yeah, it's like 3/4 cups. So it's a really easy snack, very sweet and crunchy, makes me feel like I'm eating something. And that is what I have to get me through the week, or at least for the next 3 or 4 days. So there you have it. There's a look at what I bought from the grocery store and how I plan to make my meals this week. If I'm smart and strategic, I can get several meals out of that without having to do a lot of preparation. I'll just add in some breakfast things that I already have for my breakfast, like oatmeal or protein smoothie. And then for lunch, I could have my tofu or a salad or something like that. I have enough stuff at home right now to make some pretty good meals. And as I'm looking, I realized I forgot that I bought some greens. So my kale greens are going to really help me quite a bit. They are going to go in my smoothies, also go as an addition to my tofu and my rice. I'll just saute some kale and some olive oil, some garlic and some onions. And that's just a great little quick side meal or side dish to go along with my tofu and some brown rice, or even inside my tortilla wrap. So there you have it. That's how I'm going to plan for the next couple of days. I'll check back in and let you see some of those meals that I make with my groceries from this week, and hopefully to give you some ideas, and hopefully you can help me stay accountable. So that's it for now. Also remember that if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my newsletter on my website at plantfood-rocks.com. If you go over to my website, scroll down to the bottom on the homepage, sign up for my weekly newsletter, which comes out every Tuesday, and you will be eligible for a free health consultation with me. That's all you got to do. It's for a limited time though. I'm going to do it throughout the month of November 2025, and that will end. So take advantage of the opportunity to get a free health consultation with me to help you make that transition to a plant-based diet. I hope you do that. We'll be in touch soon. Until next time, rock on.